On Friday, November 7th, 2025, the elegant halls of the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, NIIA, Victoria Island, Lagos, radiated brilliance and distinction as it hosted the grand presentation of 3 remarkable books authored by Dr. Reuben Abati: Portraits, People, Politics and Societies, How Goodluck Jonathan Became President, and A Love Letter and Other Stories. The event, which doubled as the celebration of Dr. Abati's 60th birthday, drew an impressive gathering of Nigeria's finest minds, leaders, and media icons who came together to honor one of the nation's most accomplished journalists and thinkers. Dr. Reuben Abati, born on November 7, 1965 in Abeokuta, Ogun State, is a distinguished Nigerian journalist, writer, broadcaster, and public affairs analyst. A first-class graduate of theater arts from the University of Calabar, he holds a PhD in theater arts from the University of Ibadan and a law degree from Lagos State University. He also undertook executive studies at the University of Maryland and Oxford Said Business School. A former university lecturer, Abati's brilliance found full expression at The Guardian newspaper, where he served as editorial page editor and later as chairman of the editorial board. His service to Nigeria extended to the presidency in 2011, when he was appointed Special Advisor on Media and Publicity to President Goodluck Jonathan. Today, he co-hosts the morning show on Arise News and pens the popular column Tuesday with Reuben Abati. His voice remains one of the most respected in national discourse and governance. The event brought together a constellation of eminent personalities. The author and celebrant, Dr. Reuben Abati, was joined by his elegant wife, Lady Kikelomo Abati, and their lovely children. Presiding over the ceremony was former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, GCFR, who chaired the occasion with his trademark wit and grace, while the erudite Bishop Matthew Hassan Kuka delivered a thought-provoking keynote address. Among the distinguished guests were former President Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, Governor Alex Oti of Abia State, Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat, former governors of Ogun State, Otumba Senator Gbenga Daniel, and Aremo Dr. Olusegun Oshoba, Senator Adams Oshomole, former governor of Edo State. The audience also included Prince Julius Adelusi Adelui, former Minister of Health, Lady Maiden Alex Ibru, publisher of The Guardian, Professor Bolaji Akinyemi, Prince Nduka Obaigbena, CON, founding chairman and editor-in-chief of This Day Media Group and Arise Channel, Chief Dele Momodu, chairman of Ovation Media Group, Dr. Biodun Shobanjo, His Royal Majesty, the Alake of Egbaland, Oba Dr. Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo, His Royal Majesty, Oba Professor Adeyemi Abdulkabir Oba Lanlege, the Olota of Ota, Mr. Amaju Pinnick, former president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Mr. Aiboje Ike Imohwede, banker and businessman, Otumba Bimbo Ashiru, chairman of Oodua Investment Group, and retired AIG Tunji Alakpini, among many other distinguished guests. The ceremony commenced with the Nigerian national anthem, followed by an opening prayer delivered by Prince Julius Adelusi Adelui. In his welcome address, chairman of the occasion, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, extolled Dr. Abati's intellect, versatility, and national contribution, describing him as a quintessential journalist, communicator, political thinker, and public intellectual, whose voice continues to shape public opinion with rare candor and depth.
Reuben, I come here to felicitate with you. 70 years in Obiyoke. I did not know you at school as Shodimu knew you at school. I came to know you about 30 years ago, you remember, with you and your friend, Ayo Adonewale. Over that period, you have made progress as a journalist, as a TV presenter, as a commentator, as a community leader, as a political aide, even as a politician. And today, not just as a writer, but 3 books at the same time. So you have become a great author as well. And I want to say again, there's difference between progress and success. You've made progress, now you have to make success. And may God continue to help you to make success. Happy birthday and many happy birthdays.
Delivering his keynote lecture titled Nigeria, Bishop Matthew Hassan Kuka captivated the audience with a deeply reflective analysis of the nation's journey, calling for a national reload to address structural and moral decay. He questioned the myths upon which the Nigerian state was built and challenged the audience to redefine who truly qualifies as the founding fathers of Nigeria. His address drew thunderous applause for its eloquence, candor, and insight.
How do we explain the economic hemorrhage captured in the illicit financial flows? First report that was given by Kofi Annan about 5 or 6 years ago quoted billions and billions of dollars were fleeing Africa. We ask ourselves, for example, now we are victims and hostages in the womb of ethnicity, religion, which elsewhere is a source of inspiration for us. Religion has become a subject of death. So the questions we need to ask, therefore, have to do with where did we get it wrong? Or how come even the things we did right, we didn't have the ability to consolidate on them? Here, the issues of identity, what we see, the myths around the myths of identity. Because if you ask yourself now, who are the prominent Nigerian statesmen that their names resonate across the length and breadth of Nigeria without punctuation? You will find that the Yorubas have their leader in Awolowo, the Igbos have their leader in Zik, the Northerners have their leader in Sardauna. We who are children of a lesser God have no idea. We don't know where to turn. We can only look for people who are going to adopt us. And this is not where we ought to be, but this is where we found ourselves. So I want to make the point that we must go back in reloading to ask ourselves, what is happening? What are we doing? What can we do differently?
The emotional highlight of the evening came with the screening of an audio-visual documentary celebrating Dr. Reuben Abati at 60, which chronicled the life, career, and impact of the celebrant. The presentation was followed by a masterful review of the 3 books by veteran journalist Mr. Louis Odion, FNGE, who commended Dr. Abati's intellectual range and narrative dexterity.
This rich harvest of essays are thematically classified into 3 books, namely How Lord Jonathan Became President, running into 285 pages. A Love Letter, Another Story, running into 402 pages, and Portrait, People, Politics, and Society, spanning 642 pages. The books are published by Cartop Publication, based in Nigeria. Writing in his seminal book entitled On Heroes, Hero Worship and Heroic in History, Thomas Carey reminds us of the power of little story and little drama. The famous Scottish essayist and historian propounded the theory of the man, which underscores how impactful individuals shape history. What then becomes the history of a nation, according to Carey, is an aggregation of the biography of great men that inhabited the epoch under consideration. So in a way, it can then be argued that with its range, depth, and consistency, Abati's weekly column effectively offers an aperture to view the evolution of Nigeria over the past 3 decades. But note, Abati's chronicle is not entirely value-free. It was not a mere verbatim recorder of events or ideas, or a biographer for that matter, engaged in a perfunctory exercise. Rather, his own historiography was undoubtedly shaped by the earlier referenced instinctive bias for logic and common sense, which align with what can normatively be classified as the public interest or the common purpose.
Publisher Mr. Ayo Arowoshegbe then took the podium to commend the author's consistency and the timeliness of his works.
What we are presenting here today is just a fraction of many articles in the archives of Dr. Abati. In the process of putting these books together, we took them for various consultants who all applauded the contents for publication. The quality of the text will be a great reference point to policymakers, students, and researchers. Finally, we hope that Dr. Abati's effort will be appreciated by every one of us here and beyond through the purchase of copies. Thank you all for your presence.
In a symbolic moment of honor, former President Dr. Goodluck Jonathan led other dignitaries in unveiling and officially presenting the books to the public, amidst hearty applause and cheers from the audience.
On behalf of all of us who are standing here, the author and the publisher, we hereby formally present this book for the Nigerian and international public. Thank you.
Goodwill messages flowed from the Alake of Egbaland, His Royal Majesty, Oba Dr. Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo III, Prince Julius Adelusi Adelui, and the Olota of Ota, His Royal Majesty, Oba Professor Adeyemi Abdulkabir Obalanlege, who all lauded Dr. Abati for his brilliance and contribution to nation building through the media.
I congratulate you. And I want to say the best is yet to come. You ain't seen nothing yet. He's only 60. By the time he's celebrating 70 and 80, maybe he will have become a second Nobel laureate in Africa. I wish you best of everything you wish yourself. And I congratulate the wife also, the great partner that has enabled him to achieve all the things we are celebrating today. Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú yín o. Gbogbo nǹkan tó bá dáwọ́lé ayọ̀rísí rere o. Eléyìí tó wá ṣe léyìí kò ní já ṣe mọ́ fún ẹ. Ọjọ́ ẹ máa dalẹ̀ àdọ̀gọ̀jọ́. Bó ṣe máa rí fún ẹ nìyẹn o. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Congratulations. You are 60. You'll be 70. The Bible says those who are strong will go to 80. Some want to go to 90 if they are naughty. And if you go to 100, you're your own. I believe the books have been well written, and we are very proud of you. We've known you for more than 40 years, and you've done well, rising from a quadrigenarian to the sexagenarian that you are now. But I think a message to take away from here is that books will be written, speeches will be made. What counts most is the 3 C's: chances, choices, and consequences. May God give us, through people like Reuben Abati, people who would recognize the chances still around us, who would have the wisdom and inspiration to make the right choices. So the consequences for this generation and the future generation will be beneficial to all concerned. Congratulations to all of us here.
Honestly, he has done so many wonderful things personally that I may not want to mention here this afternoon. But honestly, he's an extraordinary human being. He has done wonderfully well in the media profession, that I continue to follow him even while I was away in Nigeria, outside Nigeria. So today is to celebrate my dear brother, because we are from the same state. I want to celebrate you, Dr. Reuben Abati. You have been wonderful, and that is why your colleagues call you monumental, because nothing compares with you in Nigeria media industry. So congratulations and God bless you.
In his own goodwill message, former President Goodluck Jonathan described Dr. Abati as an exceptional journalist and intellectual whose service to the nation, both in and out of government, continues to inspire excellence and patriotism.
So today that you are celebrating 60, you still have another 60 years to go. And luckily for you, Kike will still be very elegant in the next 60 years. So he will still attract those beautiful love letters. So we wish you well, and we join you to celebrate you at 60. It's a remarkable age to celebrate. And you have achieved significantly from all the testimonies, from those who have made speeches, and I don't want to bore the ears of people by repeating those. And as a person, let me also commend you very significantly that you are a scholar, brainy, and intelligent person. And no doubt all your colleagues have been pouring encomiums about their contributions to mass communication in Nigeria. We pray that you still continue doing those in the next 60 years before you get to the biblical 120 years.
The celebration reached a joyful crescendo with the cutting of the birthday cake, deftly coordinated by Chief Olusegun Obasanjo in the company of other dignitaries, family, and friends.
50, 55. 57, 58, 59, 60.
Bringing the memorable evening to a close, Dr. Reuben Abati expressed heartfelt gratitude to God, his family, colleagues, and the distinguished guests who honored him. He shared personal reflections on his journey, emphasizing gratitude, humility, and renewed commitment to truth and service.
First, I give thanks to the Almighty who has made this possible, for his grace, for his mercy. And I also like to thank all of you. The day is fast spent. I would not like to take too much of your time. Especially, I would like to thank the chairman of the occasion, Baba Olusegun Obasanjo.
The night ended in high spirits with laughter, music, and warm camaraderie, marking not just the unveiling of books, but the celebration of a man whose pen, voice, and intellect continues to illuminate Nigeria's public life.